Hey everybody, it's Denise from Changing for Good Fitness. How are you today? Hope you're having an awesome Monday. Hey, I don't know if anyone else saw the report that came out yesterday from USA Today reporting about coconut oil and that they don't think that we should put it in our bodies. It's something that we should use outside of our bodies. And of course that caught my eye because I use coconut oil and I have for years, and I really enjoy it as far as using it for cooking. And so I was curious what other people thought of that. I get a little leery when I see reports like that because, hey Juan, because I just feel like as soon as that report comes out, you're going to get another report coming out negating what that report said. And then hence the confusion starts and everybody doesn't know what to do. They're like, do I eat coconut oil or don't I? And of course I start Googling and doing some research, and I'm probably going to put some of my thoughts in a blog tonight, but I just think you have to do your own research and you have to know how you think coconut oil affects your body or anything. I remember when they said that we shouldn't eat egg yolks. Like, that was a couple years ago. If you have high cholesterol, don't eat egg yolks. And then you see other reports saying the egg yolk is fine. That's actually where the protein and a lot of the nutrients are, so eat the yolk. I think it's just obviously moderation. I think people that use coconut oil, we don't drink it like crazy. Like, I know I was looking at some of the jars in the store, and most of them measure it at 1 tablespoon is 13 grams of saturated fat, which I believe it's a healthy saturated fat, but I don't use a tablespoon. Like, I usually use a teaspoon. A lot of you guys know I follow that 21-day fix program, and they allow us to have a few spoons a day, teaspoons. So that's one of my oils that I use is coconut oil. And I usually use it when I'm cooking because, again, another report, you don't want to use olive oil when you're sauteing at a high temperature because of the smoke point of olive oil. Did you guys know that? Like, that's another reason why, like another report, because you might not know that. Maybe I should do a blog about that too, olive oil. But, you got to be careful of that because then it turns into it turns more toxic when you use olive oil. So coconut oil doesn't do that. You can cook it at a higher temperature and it won't break down and become toxic, apparently. So I like to try to cook with coconut oil. So, of course, when you see that report, I get a little wigged out over everything, but from things that I read today, I think it's more of a medium chain fatty acid, which means that it breaks down easier. It doesn't get stored as fat. Other articles I read from a physician saying there's 1,500 studies out there that coconut oil is good for you. So, I know if you guys are like me, you probably get confused too. Hi, Sayla. And you know what I mean? You just have to do your research. If you have issues with cholesterol or heart disease, maybe you should talk to your doctor about it if you're using that. But I've read other reports where they say it's very helpful for blood pressure and heart disease. It's very good for UTIs. You guys know I have a history with those. So, I think it's just something to just wait and see what happens. I have a feeling other reports will come out, and it'll be interesting to see what other people say about it. So I know, for example, the creator of Shakeology, which is something I drink every day, he basically blasted that report today. And I really respect him as someone who's very knowledgeable about nutrition and health. He's been doing it for years and years. So, he basically said that he didn't believe any of the reports. So again, it's like, okay, who do you believe? But I'll write a blog about it too. But I just want to encourage people just to, if you have to feel comfortable with what you're eating. I don't necessarily feel like if you're having health issues, is it just related because you're having coconut oil every day? I know, Christine. I know. That's what, all right. So I know, like, another nurse chirping in. So all us nurses, this type of stuff just piques our curiosity, and we want to get online and see what we think about it too. But I guess my recommendation is if you're doing coconut oil, I think you'd be fine. I just think just limit it, and you know, obviously you're not going to drink it by the gallon, but but you know, just be careful. I've been using it for years. I think my cholesterol is under 100. I don't really necessarily worry about it, and I worry about other alternatives of that. So that's just my 2 cents. If anyone else wants to comment below what they think about the article, I'd be curious as well. And I'll be, as I said, I'll post a blog maybe about some uses of coconut oil and what other people do with it. But I know it's great to use on the outside of your body too. But you know, and I also was reading, you know, Alzheimer patients use it, and it's a treatment for them. It helps with energy, and it helps in their brain function. So very interesting. You know, I just find these topics interesting. So, but if you guys have any comments, post them below. I'd love to hear them, and you know, together we'll educate ourselves and feel comfortable about what we're eating, and you know, being healthy all the time. So. Hey, I hope you guys have a great night. Look for my blog later, and if there's anything else you want me to talk about, send me a message. I'd love to. You know me, I'm always trying to Google and research things, because I always find I want to give you know, my clients and friends the best information I can. So I hope you guys have a great night, and be healthy. Talk to you soon. Bye.